Okay, this is session 3. We are going into assessment of companies because whatever DTAA are, we'll find some 1 hour time to complete that later. I want to do that next DTAA question also because the tax rate computation is very interesting there. I will do it when we have a longer session. Let's not waste that for a smaller aspect of it. Okay, so I'll take up this session for assessment of companies, but I want to be loud and clear about something. I'm going on to go to the solution. I'll do a solution for 3 questions, 4 questions, whatever possible today. Okay, and if at all anywhere you are not very clear, stop me. If at all, otherwise it's just a practice. It's just a brushing up. I'm very confident we are very keen on this chapter, and we have done enough questions in the classroom that we can easily crack it without a difficulty. But anyhow, we will. I'm just going to make you recollect by repeating the provisions. So I'm not going to. It's not like international taxation where we went slow. Enga sir slow pono appdi kekadinga. Okay. Here we mean கொஞ்சம் வாட்டர் வேணும் அங்கே வச்சிருக்கேன் ஃப்ளாஸ்க்கு ஹாட் வாட்டர் வேணும் அண்ட் ஒரு 10 பேஜஸ் மாத்திரம் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 4 பேருக்கு கொடுக்கும் நான் உனக்கு காமிச்சிருக்கேன் I mean the material is there. Tonight I'll post the whole material so that is then. Maybe Thursday we'll try to complete, or maximum Friday. Thursday I'll try to complete it. Because what's remaining is very niche areas, you can understand. Question number 1. SD Limited, a pharmaceutical company incorporated, purchased a new plant and machinery for 12 lakhs. The total income of the company for the assessment year 24-25 before allowing additional depreciation in respect of new plant and machinery is 22 lakh. SD Limited has not opted for concessional tax regime so far. Compute the tax liability in the most beneficial manner, assuming the turnover is 338 crores, ignoring MAT. Let's start together. So total income for the before allowing additional depreciation is 22 lakhs. Total income before additional depreciation 22 lakhs. Less additional depreciation, which we all know I can claim only in normal. A new machinery purchased for 12 lakhs under on 1/4/23. So for the full year, 20% I can claim. For the full year, 20% I can claim. Okay. Whereas here I cannot claim. Okay. Taxable income. Base tax at 25% / 22%. And surcharge at 10% only in concessional. And HEC at 4%. total tax payable. Ranyava, the one who has asked me a question. Is it Rania? Are you there online? Find out the total net consideration. You should, in the solution they have done it on dollar basis. You do it on rupee basis. You will find out the net consideration. The full amount is not invested. Do the proportionate amount. Question number 2. Shall I? A business trust registered under real estate. Actually, answer, take it as a smaller thing. Okay, I'm also going to work out very smaller way only. We know this chapter in depth, so it's just a recollection more than exactly working out the answer. It's just a recollection so that we are into it. A business trust registered under SEBI gives you the following: interest income from Tang Limited. It should enjoy pass-through status. Provided Tang Limited is an SPV. Dividend income from Tang Limited, it should enjoy pass-through status. If Tang Limited is paying taxes as per the normal tax regime, dividend is not taxable both for the trust as well as unit holders. If Tang Limited is following SPV, concessional tax regime, taxable in the hands of the unit holder. Interest income is taxable at the rate of the tax rate is 5% for non-resident, and that so is the DDS rate. In the case of interest and dividend for a resident, it will be 10%. STCG on sale of listed shares to be taxed in the hands of the REIT trust. STCG on development properties, MMR. Investment received in unlimited, MMR. Rental income pass-through. Rental income pass-through. Tang Limited is an Indian company in which the business trust hold 100% stake. Tang does not opt for 115 BAA. Assume that the business trust has distributed the entire 48 lakhs to the unit holders. 10 plus 15 plus 4, 19 plus 8, 27, 28, 48 lakhs. Okay, 48 lakhs to the unit holder in the month of March. Mr. Shivam is a resident unit holder holding 100 units. Mr. Sahaj is a non-resident holder holding 500 units. The total number of units is 5,000. From the information given above, choose the most appropriate answers. In respect of the component of interest income from Tang Limited distributed by the business trust to the unit holder of Shivan, no tax is deductible. Wrong answer. Tax is deductible at 5% and 5.2%. Wrong answer. Tax is distributed at 10% and 5.2% because he is a resident, the other is a non-resident. For a non-resident, you should add HEC also. So 5% is the rate. All infrastructure investment by 5% is the rate. So 5.2%. Okay, right? In respect of STCG of 4 lakhs on sale of listed shares of Indian companies and 8 lakhs on sale of development properties. Listed shares, this should be 115A, 112,111A. So it should be 15% plus whatever is the here for development properties MMR. The business trust is liable to pay 15% and at MMR respectively. The answer is the business trust is liable to pay at MMR. The business trust enjoys pass-through status. It need not pay. I haven't formatted it because I thought tonight I'll do it. But the business trust is liable to pay 15. No, A. The business trust. Sorry. D 15.6 in a surcharge add பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Okay, and at MMR 15.6% and MMR. HEC or say 15.6. Sorry, it should not be this. The dividend income from Tang Limited distributed to the unit holders will be exempt, my dear friends, because the Tang Limited has opted out. Tang Limited, the Indian company, does not opt for 115BAA. Okay, would be subject to distribution tax in the hands of Tang, hence exempt in the hands of business trust and unit holders. Is exempt in the hands of business trust since they enjoy pass-through status. Is taxable in the hands of the business trust, hence exempt. Is exempt in the hands of both the business trust and the unit holders. Is exempt in the hands of both business trust and unit holder. No more dividend distribution tax, so that we can take it off. Okay. If Tang Limited exercises the option under section 115BAA, then what happens is dividend is taxable in the hands of the ultimate unit holders. Okay, a dividend is taxable in the hands of ultimate unit holders, would be subject to distribution tax, is exempt in the hands of the trust since the trust enjoys the pass-through status, and such income is taxable in the hands of Shivam and Sahaj. Is taxable in the hands of trust, is exempt in the hands of business. No, the B is the answer. B is the answer. Interest received by the business trust. Interest received by the business trust from investment in unlisted debentures of real estate company and distributed to the unit holder subject to tax at the hands of the business trust at MMR. Interest received by a business trust from investment in unlisted, subject to tax MMR. Only from SPV it enjoys the pass-through status. It enjoys the pass-through status. The rental income of income from real estate assets received by the business trust and distributed to the holders are taxable in the hands of the holders. Subject to tax in the hands of business, no. Subject to tax in the hands of the business trust, wrong. Subject to tax in the hands of the unit holder at 10% and at rates in force. Beautiful. See. Okay, if you read this question, that is enough. All business trust is covered. If you read this question, all business trust aspects are covered. Okay, so please remember that. I am not going to do detailed answer, crisp answers, but I'll tell you the provision, but I'm not going to write the whole lot. Okay, you know how to write it. If at all anything unique comes, we will check that. Fund Limited, a domestic company, set up and commenced the business of manufacturing mixer grinder on 1/4/23 in the state of Madhya Pradesh. So this is the first year. The net profit of the company as per statement of profit and loss account 1,47,50,000 after debiting or crediting the following: depreciation charged in during the year, lump sum consideration paid to foreign company for obtaining designs and models. Okay, it is a technical asset, so only 25% intangible depreciation. Purchased the raw material at 96 lakhs from Gold Limited, in which directors have substantial interest, 48 disallowance. Cash subsidy 15 lakhs received from safe government on acquisition of new plant and machinery mentioned in additional information C, acquired on 1/7, which was credited to the statement of P&L. No, if subsidy is received towards an depreciable asset, it should be adjusted with the cost of the depreciable asset and not to be treated separately. Legal expenses incurred for bonus issue allowed. Short-term capital gain of 15 lakhs on transfer of capital asset being equity shares in the company on which STT is paid. It is not a business income. We will tax separately. The rate of taxation is going to be 15%. Additional information. A depreciation 36 lakhs. During the previous year, the company transferred unlisted equity shares for a consideration of 22 lakhs, which were acquired. The cost of these shares were 12 lakhs. New plant and machinery. This is what is the information. 75 lakhs, and payment of 10 lakhs was made in bearer check, not allowed, and balance by way of RTGS. Depreciation on this machinery is not included in A mentioned above. Book profit for the previous year is 320 lakhs. Compute the total income and tax liability in the most beneficial manner, which means concessional and normal. Both has to be worked out. When I work out concession normal, I also have to check on the book profit. Book profit they themselves has given. Book profit they themselves has given. If you have a quick read through, we can start. Okay, okay, together we start. Very short level answer writing notebook la. Okay, nanu adha padren. At the rate of 12/12/23. Anything you don't understand, you can always ask me. I will definitely do give the details how, because these are known to you. I am just taking it faster. Hello. Yes. I'm in the classroom. Can you call me later? The company transferred unlisted shares. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, RTGS depreciation machinery is not included in the okay, so I have now included. Now I'll get my business income. And STCG under section 111A. Okay, the question says, during the previous, the company transferred unlisted equity share for a consideration of 22 lakhs, which were acquired on 1/5/23. The cost of these shares were, so 10, here what it is said, STCG 15 lakhs on transfer of capital asset being equity in which, oh, this is separate, this is separate. Please understand, STCG of 15 lakhs arising on transfer of capital asset being equity shares in a company on which security transaction tax is charged is separate. This is during the year the company transferred unlisted equity shares. Okay, for which in the 23-24 acquired in the same year, these shares were acquired for, so that STCG is different. Both are STCG. One is taxable under 111A, another is taxable at the normal rates. This is very interesting. I'll tell you why. 111A is 15 lakhs. STCG on unlisted shares, which is taxable at normal rates. No benefits like 80G and all or 80JJ and all, nothing is given, right? It goes to the next. Okay, so total income
Sir,
Raja,
sir, lump sum consideration 36 lakh pay to foreign company. అదే సార్ நம்ம డిస్అలౌ
for what are we paid is for obtaining designs and models. It is a capital expenditure. We are a new company starting for manufacture of mixers and grinders. We have paid for obtaining designs and models of, okay, what is intangible asset? Patent, know-how is know-how to manufacture. It is an intangible asset. So we are disallowing it and claiming 25%, in this case 12.5% depreciation. Computation of tax particulars, normal, MAT, concessional. total income, book profit. The question has given the book profit. The question themselves has given the book profit. Okay. Total income after adding additional depreciation. That is the only thing. There is no scientific research contribution. There is no 35 AD. There is no T development deposits. There are no 80C to 80U deduction, so except 80J. There are nothing that needs to be added except additional depreciation. Okay. Okay. 15% tax on STCG on which STT is paid. Is this clear? 15% tax on STCG on which STT is paid. May I move on? Please listen. Please listen. Very, very important point. All of us for a minute. In the concessional tax regime, this is a manufacturing company. The business income is taxable at 15%. Whereas this STCG on unlisted company is taxable on 22%. Concessional tax regime says business income taxable at 4 rates are there. Business income taxable at 15%. That is a prime business income from manufacturing. Special rates are taxable at special rate. Any other income, house property, normal STCG, IFOS are taxable at 22%. Inter-unit transfer, which has not been made at fair market value, where the assessing officer finds it out, is taxable at 30%. Okay, here 22% tax on unlisted shares STCG under concessional regime. Balance at normal rates. So here it is 176.50 minus 15 lakhs into 25%. This is the first year. So directly 25%. Here it is. Sorry, here I should not have put this. Sorry, friends. Here I should not put this. 18.5% of book profit. There is nothing called special rates. Okay. Balance after both STCG at 15%. So here it will be this minus both these things. Huh? 15. இதுக்கு போட்டேன் empty. Is it right? If at all there is any calculation mistake, let me know. And surcharge at 2% for normal and surcharge at 7% for normal and matte slash 10% for concessional.
சார் டெப்ரிசியேஷன் மட்டும் அது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுங்க.
எப்படி போட்டேன் அப்படின்றதா சார்?
ஆமாம் சார்.
சார் டிப்ரிசியேஷன் ஆஸ் பர் இன்கம் டாக்ஸ் லா 36 lakhs அவங்களே கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஸோ ஒரே ஒரு மிஷினரிக்கு தான் நான் போடணும், விச் இஸ் பர்ச்சேஸ்ட் இன் ஜூலை ஃபார் 75 lakhs. ஆனா அதுல 10 lakhs நான் வந்து பேரர் செக்ல கொடுத்துட்டேன். ஸோ அந்த மிஷினோட வேல்யூ 65 lakh மாறிடுது. அந்த ஒரு கேஷ் சப்சிடி ரிசீவ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க 15 lakhsக்கு. இந்த மிஷினுக்கு தான், பாயிண்ட் நம்பர் சிக்கு தான் அது. ஸோ இந்த கேஷ் சப்சிடியும் மைனஸ் பண்ணிட்டா 50 lakhs சார். இதுக்கு 15% நார்மல் டிப்ரிசியேஷன், 20% அடிஷனல் டிப்ரிசியேஷன். அதை தான் இங்க போட்டிருக்கேன். நார்மல் 15%, அடிஷனல் 20%. ஆனா இந்த நார்மல் கிளைம் பண்ணலாம், அடிஷனல் கிளைம் பண்ண முடியாது கன்செஷனல்ல, அதனால அதை ஆட் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
வெரிஃபை பண்ணி சொல்லிடுறேன் ரான்யா. நானும் ஒரு வாட்டி போட்டு பார்த்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு வெரிஃபை பண்ணிட்டு சொல்றேன். நான் நீங்க போட்டிருக்க கால்குலேஷனையும் நான் வெரிஃபை பண்றேன். Shall I? ஓகே, கிளாஸ்ல இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். நான் அவங்க தனியாக ஒரு கொஸ்டின் போட்டுருந்துருக்காங்க, படிக்கிறதுக்கு டைமே இல்லை. Sheetal Limited is a listed company in Mumbai, engaged in multiple activity as different location. Books are maintained for each unit separately. HO maintains book for common transaction. All accounts are consolidated and the return is filed in Mumbai. The following is furnished. Chemical unit in Jaipur. Net profit 300 lakhs in the books of account of the said business. it mentioned into an, it entered into an agreement. It should not be M. It entered into an agreement for use of know-how owned by a renowned scientist. The amount of royalty paid during the year was 40 lakhs. The company deducted tax at source on the said amount up to November 23 and omitted to deduct tax at source on the royalty of 10 lakhs due for the period November to March. The payee admitted the royalty income, fully paid tax and filed his return before the due date. The company paid 33 lakh 60,000, being 15% of basic salary plus DA of employees in the notified pension scheme, and the amounts so paid is debited as expenditure in the books of account. Only 10% is allowed. Only 10% is allowed under section 36. Any payment towards the pension fund only to the extent of 10%. Only to the extent of 10%. Here the royalty disallowance will happen because he has not deducted tax for the 10 lakhs. Furniture manufacturing unit, Pune. The company has a manufacturing unit at Pune. It reports net profit of 90 lakhs as per books of accounts of the unit. It bought a trademark for 25 lakh, which is charged as expenditure. Add back 25 lakh less 25%. The unit paid 3 lakhs as interest on loan from taken from a non-resident Indian. The tax was deducted and remitted, no problem. Company paid 7 lakh, being the amount of income tax payable by the employees on non-monetary perquisite, add back. Fertilizer producing unit, Narmada, should be a specified business. The company established a fertilizer producing unit in Narmada, Gujarat, which became operational in the year. Acquired land for 1 crore, specified business. That's why they are giving it. Land will not be cleared, and building 2.5 and installed a plant and machinery for 3 crores. The net profit of 220 crores after deducting depreciation, which I will add back. 4. Warehousing for storage of edible oil, not a specified business. Only for warehousing for storage of agricultural produce or sugar is a specified business, not edible oil. We have worked out a question also. It established a warehouse facility for storage of edible oil. It made investment cost of land, building and plant and machinery. The net profit without deducting depreciation was 17. The company mobilized the capital during the year by issue of shares. The application money was kept in the bank pending allotment. The interest income from the deposit, 3,20,000, is credited to general reserve. The company declared interim dividend of 10% on the share capital of 40 lakhs. It has 27% shareholding in another foreign company from whom it received 56 lakhs as dividend. So 80M. Both dividend received and paid are credited and debited respectively in the P&L. The total turnover of the company was 390 crores and that is what I need. I don't need next year. The company has a MAT credit of 20 lakhs. The book profit for the current year is 520 lakhs. Compute the total income of the company and optimum income tax liability. Assume company have not opted for concessional tax regime. Your answer must give reason for treatment of each item and also to give the tax liability. Read through. You should not get afraid. You should do division wise. Okay. There is another manner of doing. All 4 profits I'll add it up. வேண்டாம் ஏன்னா டிவிஷன் வைஸ் போட்டாதான் அந்த ஸ்பெசிஃபைட் பிசினஸ்ல லாஸ் இருந்தா நம்ம செட் ஆஃப் பண்ண மாட்டோம். It entered into an agreement for use of know-how. For use of know-how owned by a renowned scientist. The amount of royalty paid during the previous year 40 lakhs. The company deducted tax at source on paid amount up to November 23 and omitted to deduct royalty of 10 lakhs. He's a foreigner. It entered into an agreement for know-how owned by a renowned scientist. Okay, amount of royalty 10 lakhs due. The payee admitted the royalty income and he has furnished a return, so it is only 30% disallowance. 30% of royalty of 10 lakhs on which tax is not deducted. Payee giving proof of considering it as income. This disallowed amount will be allowed in the next year, not necessarily this year. Even if he has given it before due date, no, this year you disallow, next year you allow. Solda. Suppose if the question has given, he has one other fertilizer unit which was commenced to some 20 years back, you can set off because at that time the provision is not there. Today he is not having any other business, you cannot set it. This can be set off. Okay, it can be used for a set off of share issue expenses. Please write down this point. Rama Multi-Tech is the case. Rama Multi. The company declared interim dividend of 40 lakhs. It has a shareholding in ABC Limited, New York. It received 56 lakhs as dividend from FEB. Okay. Interest received is IFOS. So I will reduce 56 lakhs. Interest paid is not 10. The company declared 10% on 40 lakhs. 4 lakhs to be added. No, the interest income is 3 lakhs. The company declared interim 10% of share capital being 40 lakhs in December. That's what is the share capital also, I believe. Or 40 lakhs is dividend. the company declared interim dividend at 10% of share capital, being 40 lakhs in December. Interim dividend is 40 lakhs. Sorry. Okay. It is, and both are debited and credited respectively. The total turnover is 390 crores, and for the financial year, MAT credit is available. Okay, compute the total income. So this is my business income. IFOS, dividend from total income. Remember, ATM can be claimed under this question. There's no concessional tax regime, but I'm saying.
Sir. டிவிடெண்ட் இன்ட்ரம் டிவிடெண்ட் அந்த டவுட்ஸ்
ஆ.
அது 40 lakh இன்ட்ரம் டிவிடெண்ட் வந்து நம்ம வந்து விச் அவர் லெஸ் எடுத்திருக்கோம் மேலே ஏன் சார் அதை ஆட் பண்ணுறோம்?
ஏன்னா அதை டெபிட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க பிஎன்எல்ல, அதனால ஆட் பண்ணிட்டோம். அது எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் கிடையாது. கொஸ்டின்ல என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னா போத் போத் டிவிடெண்ட் பெய்ட் அண்ட் கிரெடிட்டட் அண்ட் டெபிட்டட் அப்படின்னு. அது எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் கிடையாது, அதனால ஆட் பண்ணிட்டோம்.
சரி, ஓகே சார், தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Sir,
எஸ் மேம்.
sir, how is dividend paid within 1 month prior to the due date of filing returns, sir?
What is the due date of filing return? 30th 31st October.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This is an interim dividend. The question itself says the company declared interim dividend of capital and paid in December 23. I have time till 30th November, 30th September 2024. I have
Next
paid
of
it in
next year.
December 23
Okay.
itself.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Not
sir. Got
December
it, sir. Thank
23.
you.
சார் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் பேமெண்ட் டு நான் ரெசிடென்ட் வந்து டியூ டேட்குள்ளே நம்ம ரிமிட் பண்ணனால லைக் டிஸ்அலோவ்
It's
பண்ணலையா
not
சார்?
disallowed. Of 15, 16. Of 15, 16. But I have time. 15 years I have time. 15 years I have time. This has not gone below the AMT. Matter. Paka clear? Okay, understood every adjustment. I'm very confident about your approach in assessment of companies. I'm really confident. So that 14 marks comes to us. Okay, and international taxation 30 marks comes to us. We are already clearing the examination. Okay, what remains is the நம்ம மாட்டேன்ல நீ நம்ம மாட்டேன்றாயா. What remains is just the remaining exemptions. Statement of P&L account of SJ Industries Limited engaged in the production and marketing of diversified products, 72 lakhs. Items debited, depreciation add back, interest add back, 234B, that is income tax add back. Interest on borrowing cost, 950 and 7 lakhs, though not meeting the criteria of recognition, included in opening stock and closing stock, to be removed. To be removed. Okay, so when I remove it, 950 minus 7 lakh, 250 should be added back because that is the net. Opening stock is an expenditure, so I remove it, and closing stock is a income. I mean, it reduces. So the net impact is 2,50,000. 41,000 paid in cash, 22,000 to the dairy farm allowed because it is agriculture. 19,000 printers not allowed. 3,50,000 paid to a contractor for carrying out repair, 30% disallowed, tax not deducted. Carbon credit, 35,000 add back. Whatever is the income is a business income. Whatever is the income is the business income, taxable under 115 BBG at 10%. At 10%. Contribution to electoral trust, add back and allow 80 GGC. Old question. Expenditure towards advertisement, the political party, 40,000 paid by way of check, 80 GGB. Interest on term loan obtained from cooperative bank, not by 43B disallowance. Actual contribution to pension scheme of employees, 150. Let us wait and see if they have given salaries. Items credited, unrealized rent, take it out and we will tax it under a house property. Dividend from specified foreign company, IFOS. Profit of 3 lakh from hedging contract entered into for meeting out losses of foreign currency payments towards import of plant and machinery. Okay, so entire 3 lakh should be 43A adjustment. 43A adjustment should be adjusted with 95 lakhs plant and machinery. The machinery, it's not an income. Interest on FD, we will reduce. Additional information. Depreciation as per IT law, exclusive of something mentioned down. Expenditure pertaining to previous financial year allowed on due basis, current year paid in cash, 40A 3A. It should be treated as income. Last year's expenditure paid in the current year violating 40A 3, it should be treated as income. Audit fees of 75,000. TDS deducted but not paid in the relevant previous year, 22-23. Paid during the last year, I would have disallowed 30%. This year, I'll allow it. Last year, I would have disallowed 30%. This year, I allow it. Okay. So now I will allow it. Minus income from transfer of carbon credit, 4 lakh included in the net profit before tax. Let it remain as it is. It is a business income. It is a business income. It is a business income, my dear friends. Let it remain as it is. The eligible salary and dearness allowance for pension is 10 lakhs. So 10% of this is 1 lakh. So 50,000 will be disallowed. 50,000 here, 50,000 will be disallowed. Okay. Okay. Compute a profit. We have done this question in the classroom itself. You remember? We have done this question in the Apriyava Badua. இல்லை செக் பண்ணிடலாம்டா ராஜா, நான் கூட தப்பா இருக்கலாம். Friends, do you remember we doing this in the classroom? Friends, this is nothing but question number 28 in our classroom. This is nothing but question number 28 in our classroom. Okay. Okay. You can see depreciation, interest, reduction in opening stock, closing stock, 48.3 disallowance, agriculture disallowed, printing not allowed, contractual payment 30% disallowed, carbon credit, I will disallow the expenditure, electoral trust, donation to political party, 43B disallowance. Okay. Employee contribution 150, but allowed is only 1 lakh, unrealized rent, expenditure on earning dividend, dividend taxable under IFOS, profit on a hedging contract, okay, interest on FD, depreciation as per IT law, import admission, I will adjust the 3 lakhs and compute the profit, additional because it's a manufacturing sector, okay, 48.3A, last year expenses paid in the current year. So similarly, audit fees, carbon credit, I will tax it as a business income only. Only the rate of taxation is higher, different. Okay. Refer to question number 28. Refer to question number 28 in our classroom working. One thing I can do is I can copy it and paste it here. So you even if you have not done that question, அன்னைக்கு நான் கிளாஸுக்கு வரல சார், நீங்க அன்னைக்கு சரியா சொல்லி தரல அப்படின்னு என்ன சொன்னாலும் இது இங்கேயாவது இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. So that you can refer to this as 3 தானே, 5. Okay, it's the same question. I was very when I saw that question in the MTP itself, I was very confident that we have worked it in the classroom. Okay, if this type of question comes, it's a jackpot. I mean, how many of our friends would have done it in theriyadu? Okay, but this is a jackpot. So miss not, my dear friends. This is straightforward. The amounts koncham different irukkalam, but this is the conceptual. Okay, what I saw is அங்க 97 lakh பார்த்தா இங்க 95 lakhs போட்டிருக்கோம். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி கான்செப்டுவலா இந்த கொஸ்டினை நம்ம கண்டிப்பா போட்டிருக்கோம். எனக்கு படிக்கும் போதே தெரிஞ்சுது, நான் எம்டிபியில் பார்க்கும்போதே தெரிஞ்சுது ஐ ஹவ் டன் திஸ் கொஸ்டின் இந்த கிளாஸ் ரூம்னு. ஸோ ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் டேக்கிங் தட் லிபர்ட்டி. This is a question which I want to work because 115 JB ஒரு கொஸ்டின்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணி பார்த்துடலாம். One thing with regard to 115 JB we will remember is provision for gratuity. Normal that is not allowed, 40A7, but 115 JB it is allowed because, I mean, you need not add it back because it is not a contingent liability. In XJ forging's case, they said since it is on the basis of actuarial valuation, it cannot be treated as contingent. 20 lakhs earned the profit after debiting or credit. Debit, loss on provision for loss of subsidiary, doubtful debts, income tax, gratuity based on actuarial valuation, depreciation, interest on financial institution, penalty for law, credit, profit from SEZ, share of income of AOP, income from units of UTI. Other information, provision for income tax includes 55,000 interest payable. Depreciation includes revaluation. Depreciation as per IT law. Brought forward loss 11 lakh include unabsorbed depreciation 5 lakh. The AOP is paying tax at MMR. Compute MAT under 115 JB, assuming that G Limited is not required to comply with Ind AS. Only MAT is the question. Read through once. I'm just taking a walk because I'm having a very bad back pain. The உட்கார்ந்து எடுத்ததுனாலயோ என்னமோ ஏதோ ஒரு பக்கம் திரும்பிட்டேன், ரொம்ப பேக் பெயினா இருக்கு. கொஸ்டின் பண்றாங்க. இருக்குல்ல அசஸ்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் கம்பெனிஸ் தானே, இல்லை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேஜ் வேற ஏதோ வந்து அதுவும் சேர்ந்து வந்திருக்கா, மொத்தமா வந்திருக்கா, 34 பேஜ் வந்திருக்கா. நான் 25 to 34 போட்டு அமிச்சேன் கண்ணு. இல்ல கண்ணு வேண்டாம், அது வந்துட்டான், திருப்பி எடுக்க வேணாம். நான் வந்து இது கண்ணு, நான் பேஜ் நம்பர் 25 to 34 மாத்திரம் எடுத்தா போதுன்றதுக்காக தான் அப்படி போட்டேன். பட் நாட் அ ப்ராப்ளம். நாளைக்கு யாராவது வந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்கள்ட்ட அதையே கொடுத்துருங்க, இல்லை இது கொடுத்துருங்க. இல்லை சார் மார்க்கிங்லாம் நிறைய பண்ணியிருக்கோம்னா நீங்க வச்சுக்கோ. Okay, for friends, only one question I want you to try from our material, Zenith formulation, where Ind AS adjustments will be there. Very simple. That which will not be reclassified should only be taken. No revaluation of tangible, intangible, or financial instrument. Anything else, credit means add, debit means minus. Okay, 1/5 of transition reserve, other than capital reserve, securities premium, forex reserve. Okay, so you should adjust that. Okay, remember this. I don't think if at all there is a question, you will be easily able to plot. ஒரே ஒரு வாட்டி practice பண்ணது Zenith formulationsனு ஒரு question இருக்கு. Please practice that. Shall I? May I?
சார்
Raja?
டிப்ரிஷியேஷன் 80 ஆக்ட்ல கொடுத்துருக்கேன் 3,80,000 நம்ம
அது வந்து நம்ம வந்து புக் ப்ராஃபிட் கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது பண்ணிக்கூடாது. நம்ம நார்மல் இன்கம் டாக்ஸ் கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது தான் அதை மைனஸ் பண்ணோம். இது வெறும் கொஸ்டினே புக் ப்ராஃபிட் தான்.
ஓகே சார்.
Sunshine Industries, a domestic company engaged in manufacturing washing machine in the state of Raj. போட்டுமா காப்பி பண்ணது அதே மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டேன்னா ஆர் ராதர் 2 எம்டிபியில் அதே கொஸ்டின் வந்திருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஓ ஓ ஓகே ஓகே ஐ அண்டர்ஸ்டுட். யா சேம். சாரி, நான் எம்டிபிஸ்லேன்னு எடுக்கிறேன். ஸோ ஒரே கொஸ்டின் 2 எம்டிபியில் நான் கொஸ்டின் படிக்கிறது இல்லை, ப்ரிப்பேரும் பண்ணுறது இல்லை, அப்படி வந்துடுறேன் கிளாஸுக்கு. நேற்று நைட் தான் உட்காந்து இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் டாக்ஸேஷனில் தப்பு பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு உட்காந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணேன். பட் இதெல்லாம் ஓகே, என்ன கேள்வி கேட்க போகிறாங்க அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஓவர் கான்ஃபிடென்ஸில் வந்துடுறேன். சாரி. we'll try to do some other question, then we'll go back to DTAA and complete the remaining questions. Huh? எந்த அட்ஜஸ்ட்மெண்ட் வேணும்? LTCG on zero coupon bonds 8 lakhs okay, arrived out after taking 20% taxation. 20% taxation. Okay, let's complete the DTA question because that's a nice question to do. Because okay. Question number 5 then. Oh, 4, yeah. Mahesh, aged 50 years, is the CEO of Silver India Limited. His income in India consists of salary 23 lakhs, interest in respect of self-occupied property, interest income from bank deposit. His income in country A, income from business of country A, rent from property of country A, municipal taxes paid which is not allowed in that country, dividend from shares held in country A where dividend is declared and paid in March 10,000, STCG of USD 5,000 on sale of shares of companies registered in country A, and sale proceeds were credited in the bank account outside India. India has DTAA with country A. India has DTAA with country A, and the tax paid in country A is eligible for tax credit in India. So tax credit method. The fiscal year for the income tax in the is the same of for both India and rate of tax is 20% in respect of all incomes. Income tax was paid by Mahesh for the incomes for the year ended 31st March in country A. Compute the total income and tax liability. Assume Mahesh pays tax under special tax regime. The TT buying rate on various dates on Feb, on March, 31st March, which is what is the key date for us. Which is what is the key date for us. Read through. Solda Raja. Huh? டைரக்ட் டாக்ஸ்க்கு சிஏ சிஎம்ஏ வித்தியாசம் இருக்கான்னு உங்களெல்லாம் அஸ்தப் சார் அப்படி கெடுத்து வச்சிருக்காரு. சிஏலேன்னு எஸ்எஃப்எம் எடுப்பாங்க அப்படின்னு அவர் தானே சொன்னார். அதனால தானே உனக்கு இந்த டவுட் வந்தது. டைரக்ட் டாக்ஸ்க்கு வித்தியாசமே கிடையாது ராஜா. Some of the finest questions are there in both the papers. நம்ம மெட்டீரியல் consists of both these things. I have seen some unique adjustments in CMA paper which was not there in CA paper. இந்த கொஸ்டின் தான் ராஜா வரும். இந்த கொஸ்டின்ல தான் வரும். இது சிஏவா எடுத்துக்கோ, சிஎம்ஏவா எடுத்துக்கோ, சிஎஸ்ஆ எடுத்துக்கோ, பிகாம் வேணாலும் எடுத்துக்கோ, எனக்கு கவலையே இல்லை. போடுறா படுவா. Remember, he is paying tax under 115 BAC. He has a self-occupied property in India. That interest cannot be claimed. This is clearly given. It is credited in the Indian bank account on when the rate is 70.50. Even though he's not a senior citizen, even though if he's a senior citizen, you cannot claim ATTTA or TTB because he is following 115 BAC. So just I'm keeping ticking salary over interest on self-occupied over bank deposit over income from business rent municipal taxes dividend is 10,000. This minus 15 lakhs into 30% plus 1,50,000. less. Relief under section 90. Relief under section not 91, 90. Tax credit method. The tax that is paid outside India will be allowed as deduction. Tax credit method, which means the tax that is paid outside India will be allowed as deduction. Okay, okay, listen, what is the tax paid? Okay, rate of tax 20% in respect of all incomes. So 25, whatever is this, here I will take it for the full amount, because there it is not allowed. Municipal taxes are not allowed. On this 10,000 full amount, on this 5,000 full amount, I will be computing the tax, okay, which is paid by Mahesh. Income tax was paid Mahesh on 25/24, on which date it was 73. Whatever is the tax paid in that country will be allowed as deduction. Let us understand this. Okay, how much is the business income? 25,000 plus 4,500 plus dividend income 10,000 plus STCG 5,000, the whole into 20% into 73 rupees. The whole into 20% into 73 rupees. Repeating, 20. Okay, 25,000 plus 4,500 plus 10,000 plus 5,000 into 20% into 73. Okay, this will be his tax credit. Okay.
Sir, 73 rupees.
Date of payment of taxes 25/5/24, on which days it was 73. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, we stop here. We continue tomorrow. Tomorrow morning 9:30. Okay. If you want me to focus on any chapter, any question, you can just let me know. Okay, I can definitely focus. Otherwise, my plan is assessment of firm, assessment of charitable trust, which is a questionable area, assessment of firm, assessment of charitable trust, assessment of individuals. That's how I am going to plan and go. In assessment of firm, I know already our friend Shreya has asked me to do the presumptive computation. We are getting stuck in presumptive computation is what she told me once. So I'm planning to do the presumptive computation, for which I will take the mock test examination question and work, so that there you have a lot of presumptive computation working. We will work it out tomorrow. Meet you tomorrow class, my dear friends. All the best.
சார்
Raja.
சார்
Yeah, I'm
இந்த
listening,
கொஸ்டின்ல
Raja.
வந்து இப்போ இந்த கொஸ்டின்ல வந்து லாஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் வந்து நம்ம டேட் வந்து 73 எடுத்துருக்கோம். நான் வந்து டேக்ஸ் பேமெண்ட் வந்து 25. இஃப் இட் இஸ் செக்ஷன் 91 இருந்தாலும் சேம் தான் எடுப்போம் சார்.
இல்ல ராஜா, செக்ஷன் 91ல டிடிஎஸ் பிடிச்சுன்னு தான் கொடுப்பாங்க. டிடிஎஸ் ரேட் தான் கொடுப்பாங்க. அங்க செக்ஷன் 91 போடுறதுதான் 20% இதுன்னு போட்டு அது டைரக்டா நம்ம போட்டுருவோமே தவிர அங்க ரேட்ன்றது வந்து அங்க ரேட் ஆஃப் டிடிஎஸ் தேவையே இல்லை. ஐ மீன் ரேட் ஆஃப் கன்வர்ஷன்ன்றது தேவையே இல்லை. அங்க பர்சன்டேஜ் தான் எனக்கு தேவை.
ஓகே. அதே மாதிரி இந்த சம்ல சர்சார்ஜ் எப்படி சார் கால்குலேட்?
ஏன்னா 50 lakhs வருது ராஜா. A more than 50 lakhs, individual more than 50 lakhs, so 10% surcharge.
ஓகே சார்.
Oh, sorry ராஜா, நான் தப்பா போட்டேன்.
தப்பா இருக்கதான் பாரு.
எஸ்.
Thanks. All the best, friends. Meet you tomorrow.